3 stories be sprinklered. And how this can be accomplished is that there's been a change in National Fire Protection Association standards, as well as significant changes in technology, which translates into making that sprinkler system more cost-effective at 3,500 square feet, or at one time it was cost-effective only once it reached 5,000 square feet. How they do that, sprinkler heads, although they all look the same to you, and that's okay, there are over 1,000 different fire sprinkler heads. And the current ones that we're proposing flow more water more efficiently, which means they can use smaller pipe. When you use smaller pipe, it costs less. The new pipe is called CPVC. It allows for greater water flow without the need to increase pipe size. Smaller diameter pipes reduce the need for several sprinkler fitters to be on the job to lift bigger pipes. And just in summary, the reason we propose 3,500 is we feel it better serves the village because of the change in codes, because of the change in the sprinkler head design, because of the production of more efficient pipe. And computer programs now are better able to make all these calculations, which in summary makes a less expensive sprinkler system. The byproduct to the village is that we would have more buildings protected by fire sprinklers. It certainly protects the people within those buildings. If there is a fire, the fires are either smaller or extinguished before we get there, thus reducing the danger to our people. Buildings such as your typical fast food restaurant, they burn very quickly, they fall down very fast. The sprinkler system would protect our firefighters who would ultimately have to go in. The building protects saving real estate and ultimately jobs. The building that burns down is typically a fast food restaurant. It's never rebuilt. Examples of that are the Burger King in Bristol and the Red Lobster building on Highway 11 in Racine. Both those buildings burned. They were never rebuilt. And the major impact to the village is that every sprinkler building protects itself, and hence the fire and rescue department does not have to protect it. It reduces the demand for service from fire and rescue, which ultimately is the tax savings. The second significant change occurred. We created a definition for mini storage units, and we did not create the definition. We adopted that from the National Fire Code and placed it within our ordinance. We have one mini storage facility today. It's on Sheridan Road, and we worked with the owners when that was established to put a number of protections and detections into that building that would alert us to a fire and would keep the fire smaller without having fire sprinklers in there. So when we put the size that any building over 3,500 square feet would require sprinklers, we copied what we did at Bowie Storage on Sheridan Road, and we offer any future developer of mini storage facilities to say, one, you have to sprinkler the building, or two, if you add 2-hour fire separations, if you put detections in each unit, if you connect that to a fire alarm system, then that's a reasonable alternative, and that would be accepted per our village ordinance. Those are the two significant changes that we have before you tonight.
Comments or questions for the chief?
Yeah, Chief. So that eliminating the iron pipe, they want to the CPVC for pipe.
And there's areas that they can use, if you will, plastic pipe.
Yeah.
To a point, and then after that, then they need to use iron pipe, but that iron pipe is still smaller.
Motion to approve ordinance 8-25 as recommended by chief.
Second.
Motion by Clyde, second by Steve. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carries.
Thank you.
Next item is item I, that's consider a proclamation declaring designating May 18 through 24, 2008 National Public Works Week.
Mr. President, we have this proclamation prepared, and it is National Public Works Week. I think it's an appropriate activity for the citizens of the village to recognize. Public Works touches every part of our lives. Think about this last winter with the snow removal, the garbage, solid waste collection, the recycling programs, the bins that have been delivered this last couple of weeks, sanitary sewer and water services that we provided to the village with very little interruption, if any. I think it's tribute to the men and women that work in that department. They're very conscientious employees. They get a lot done with a small budget, and so this proclamation recognizes those employees in the department and calls upon the citizens and the civic organizations to acquaint themselves with issues involved in working, providing our public works, and recognizing the contributions which public works officials make every day to our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life. I give my recommendation that the Village President Clerk adopt the proclamation as presented.
I make a second.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Any further discussion?
Mike, I have to echo your comments. The job that these guys do is just very I didn't mean to upset you. But, just the snow plowing itself this past winter, and then seeing the crew in the last couple of weeks distributing the garbage bins, the organization involved, the effort put forth to get everything done, and beside that, picking up the leaves once the spring. That's just, they do a heck of a job for the village. It's definitely appreciated.
You know, the job they did 2 weeks ago on Thursday, when we got a big flood. I was in Torrey Creek, where they got those crates over there, they were complete flood, and the whole area up to 23 was flooded complete. Where 2 employees trying to clean that, they clean it, and they drain the area. They did an excellent job. I was 8:39, it was raining,